All right, so we back, and like I said, we were walking earlier through downtown Rochester. It's like 16 or 17 degrees,
Right.
and you guys all right? But probably not the best place to be standing where we are now, next to the river on a cold day. But behind us, you see the arches of the bridge, which is was named after Frederick Douglass and Susan B. Anthony. And which is ironic because it kind of ties in my work, my dad's work in this city, and the work of so many people who have struggled for justice and fought for justice. And who better than Frederick Douglass and Susan B. Anthony? You know, two leaders in their own rights, you know what I mean, own respects. Frederick Douglass founded the North Star anti-slavery newspaper here in the 1800s. Susan B. Anthony fought for women's equal rights, right to vote. And that's what kind of drives me in the passion, you know, fellas, because Rochester's a very dirty city, man, very corrupt.
Correct.
And it's amazing. I mean, we have the father of the founding father of the civil rights movement in the United States of America, Frederick Douglass. And sometimes I wonder, like, wow, almost 200 years after, I mean, I wonder if he would ever even, you know what I mean, imagine, you know what I mean, like, if he would even imagine that in many ways, we're still fighting for, you know, and fighting against injustice, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's crazy.
Exactly.
But listen, earlier, and I know it's cold, so earlier we were talking about the movement, the Black Party. Let me get to the point here, okay? A lot of people have a very bad perception and bad vibe about the party and about the movement. I'm gonna let you guys kind of give you an opportunity right here in the platform to dispel some of those, you know, some of that bad perception.
Basically, the perception of the Black Panther Party is that we get comparisons to the Ku Klux Klan and terrorist groups. And that's not the concept that you should have, or the thought that derives in your mind of the Black Panther Party. When American programs such as the Free Breakfast Program for the children, programs such as your WIC, DSS programs been implemented from the Black Panther Party that Theodore Roosevelt himself, during the time and the era of the Black Panther Party, took and adopted to the American civilization and the way they conduct business here in America from the Black Panther Party. So when you compare us to the Ku Klux Klan and make those that comparison, you have to understand that it's an ignorant comparison, because we educate, we liberate, we defend our people by all costs, and that's in an appropriate manner, and we do it under the Constitution. Constitutional rights enforcement. We constitutionally enforce our rights, and that's what we as a Black Panther Party are here to do.
Listen, a little bit about the programs. What's some of the things that the Panthers are doing specifically here in Rochester, New York, specifically, you know, as it pertains to just injustices in general, not even really limited to police. There's a lot of other stuff that's out here. There's discrimination in the workplace.
Correct.
There's discrimination, obviously, you know, based on race, based on sexual orientation, based on, you know, a lot of different categories that we could go on and on.
I'm gonna start first. We have food, clothes, shelter, policing the police, protecting our people. That is the most important thing we have first.
Right.
Education is the next step. I'm gonna let the King touch on that.
If we do not educate ourselves, taking off from where the King left off, of our true history, our true nature, where we come from, and why we do have these rights, not because they were given rights, but birthrights, then you understand why you're a free man and what we're fighting for, and what the power of liberation, education, and freedom is, and why we incorporate these things within the Black Panther Party to make sure that our people understand that this is the importance of life. This is the very tree of life of constitutional rights, making sure that you're respected at the workplace, making sure the police handle you with care and advocacy. This is our job, and this is your rights that you're born with, and that's what we, the Black Panther Party, defend and stand for.
It's easy to label anyone or to think negative, and unfortunately some people, that's their first response, that's their first instinct. much like we saw the disturbing video of the Rochester police officer who assaulted and falsely arrested and tased Brendan Carter.
Correct.
You know, he went from 0 to 100 real quick without really thinking, man, you know, this is a human being. This is a father. This is a brother. This is a son.
Correct.
This is a young black man. You know what I mean? And that's another thing. I want to end on this note. I grew up respecting the police. I was taught to respect them. I was taught that if you're in trouble, they're the person to go to.
Right.
And it's crazy because I always tell police officers, try your hardest to make your first encounter, to make that first impression, especially with the youth who are so impressionable and so you know, they're still not formed in their thinking, and they're so right. And basically try to make it a positive impression and a positive experience, because as a youth you're speaking to someone who is disgusted, who's disgusted in the very same people that I was taught as a youth when Officer Friendly came to my school are the good guys, are the guys to look up to, the guys you turn to for help. If you're lost, go to a police officer, look for the badge, look for the uniform. And nowadays it's like, look for the badge or the uniform, it's almost like you have a feeling of, wait a minute, what's gonna happen here?
Correct.
Are they gonna treat me good? Are they gonna, you know, beat me, assault me? So it's sad, you know, and again, I don't wanna, you know, get, you know, too long-winded here, which I tend to do. But that's because, you know, I got a lot of passion, and those that know me know that. But listen, thank you, fellas, and thank you, my brothers,
Davy.
coming on.
Support you.